Now time for the Business Report. Joining me for a look at the markets is Chief Strategist Michael McCarthy from CMC Markets. Michael, thanks very much for your time. A cautious start, of course, ahead of some key China data. What are we going to get out of Beijing?
Good morning, Tom. Well, we're looking at the China manufacturing PMI today, and this, of course, is a crucial read. Trade concerns remain central to market drivers at the moment. It's the key issue for markets, and the read today will give us some sense of what's going on the ground in China in light of the trade dispute. Now, the market expectation is that we'll see a reading bang on 50, that is showing neither expansion nor contraction in May for Chinese manufacturing. So a read above 51 could be very good news for Australian shares. A read below 49 might see the slump we've seen at the opening today continue over the course of the session.
We've all been keeping a very close eye on Crown shares. There's been a slump despite the overhang clearance there.
Yes, Crown shares down almost 4% in trading this morning after the announcement of that transaction overnight. Now, it's a crucial transaction. At 19.99%, Melco have stopped just short of being forced to table a takeover bid for all of the Crown shares. So it's pretty clear that there are some regulatory approvals required for this transaction to go through, and perhaps the first stage of the transaction means that there's an overhang still of 26% of Crown weighing on the market today. Investors overall should be pleased that these steps have been taken, but the cautious nature of trading today and concerns that that 26% will still come to market seems to be weighing on Crown shares in trading this morning.
To see how they end up by the end of the day, Michael. When we're looking at the market overall, still plenty of concerns about the trade war going on, but domestic shares going pretty well in Australia. Look at healthcare, property, and I guess you can still look at the impact of the election result, which certainly surprised the market.
Yes, and that's where we've seen so much of the buoyancy. And the performance last week by the Australian share market was remarkable in light of the global headwinds that it was trading against. So those 12-year highs, all the more remarkable. But that's not playing out in the market today. Those buyers who are in the market are focused, as you say, on those domestic earners. That is, the international concerns are still weighing on sentiment, and investors who are forced into the market by its giddy height are buying local shares. Local industrial shares also doing well, but it's really only those three sectors that are performing. Every other major sector is in the red this morning. Perhaps most concerning from an investment point of view is the performance of gold shares. As a subsector, they're up almost 2% in trading this morning, reflecting what appears to be concerns about global growth and a desire for safe haven amongst investors.